What's up, guys? Part 3 of Addictive Reef Keeping's first coral greenhouse down here in the Florida Keys. This is exciting. As you guys saw in the last video, we were going to talk about moving the Connex box over and some plans that we had here. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick tour. We're getting ready to put the weed barrier down today, get some pea gravel in this area right here. We've started the power process here. That'll get going. Basically, this door is going to stay shut. We're going to frame in a door here, you know, all the way. The wall's going to go all the way. So when the hurricane does come, we can shut this and seal it in and hopefully keep most of our stuff safe in there. We did talk about putting a desk back there, but I think it's going to be better to put our desk right here and then load this area up with some tanks. I don't know if we're going to double stack it or not, and do that. This now gives us more of an open playing field for our tanks. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to be building out from here and creating our greenhouse shade. I've spent the extra money and went, it's really funny. Let me take a few seconds to explain this. Just before we moved to Florida, I bought the trailer. We spent some time in Brookings, where my wife grew up on the coast for about 8 months, and I had the pleasure of having a neighbor who worked for Green Tech. If you guys aren't familiar with Green Tech is basically the inventor of Illuminate. Any other brand that you guys see out there is not the true Illuminate from Green Tech, and it was just a weird coincidence that I met that guy, and now we're going to be using their sunshade here. This is going to basically prevent any heat from penetrating that sunshade, and we should see about 10 degrees cooler under there, and our percentage on here is right around 70%, so the corals will be just fine. So that will be going on top of here, guys, and I have just ordered 35 feet or 40 feet of shelving, pallet rack shelving, and you guys are kind of thinking, oh man, how's he gonna fit all this stuff in here? But the pallet rack is essentially how I fit everything in here. Basically right here, guys, we're going to put a 30-foot, we'll leave 4 feet right here, and then from here to there, we're gonna have the pallet rack shelf here. So we'll be able to put rock underneath, on the first shelf, and on top, which is gonna basically allow us to hold so much inventory there. So we'll have that shelf there. That will kind of create the structure for the greenhouse, and we'll tie that all in. And then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be tearing this out and continuing on the greenhouse here with metal roof and whatnot, and then we'll stack a pallet rack in there as well. Actually, we're going to make that one out of wood, so it's more custom there, and that'll give us 3 shelves inside there. So our whole rock situation is going to be in an L shape here. Then walking in to the greenhouse, we'll be looking at that shelf right there, and we will be lining it with these massive tanks right here. So we'll have a tank here, turn the corner, tank, and then sump probably over here. 365 gallon surge tank will be right here. These 4x4 tanks, we will probably have those in the center. I have 4 of those, so we'll have a little bit of an aisleway there. And then we have all these Botanicare tanks that we're using inside. We're using one in the lab right now just to try to get our hands wet with it and see if it works good for us, and it's actually working great for us. So guys, that is part 3 of the greenhouse build. Sorry I'm not doing any editing on these videos. This saves me a lot of time by just making videos like this, but I plan on updating you guys throughout this entire process, and you guys can see it all come together. And then maybe towards the end I'll put the videos all together. So here she is, guys.